Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode. Oh, sorry, not another episode. I say that, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But bringing you a potentially new series, Solasta, Crown of the Magister. This is more of a first look, actually. The reason I said another episode is because I already recorded this first look, but it ended up being over an hour and 20 minutes long, and so I thought, that's a little too long for a first look. So I'm re-recording it. So I want to keep it nice and short just to give you a quick taste of it, and then if you guys are interested in seeing this become a series, let me know by leaving a thumbs up down below, and we will definitely look into having this be a series. One thing I mentioned on my other video, which is the Baldur's Gate 3, is we pretty much have to start completely over, and we're not that far into the game, but because patch 3 and patch 4 has now been released, and we're currently on patch 2, too much stuff is starting to change, and we're going to be left behind. But the only option with patch 3 and patch 4 was to start over, and we kind of postponed that. Don't want to take too much time on that stuff. We're going to jump right into Solasta here. So we're going to create a new adventure. And of course, we'll be with Tazzy. So we're going to go ahead and use... I wonder why it doesn't have my other one. I hope I didn't lose the other one. So we're going to do it in this end one. So I'm going to say new character, but I don't think we're going to use that character in the end. Maybe at the end we'll cancel it, or we'll do, I don't know, we'll figure out something. But I just wanted to show you some of the quick little things about creating a character. It's not complete yet. They're still going to add, I think they're going to add other races and stuff. This is early access, of course, so you just have to take it at face value right now. Really cool though. I know I am constantly saying with games, at first it was Pathfinder, going, wow, this is almost like sitting at the table, and then I did the same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. Well, I'm gonna do it again, guys. I'm gonna do it again. So Solasta, or Solasta, I don't know, is really a lot like sitting at the table, and even more so than Pathfinder and Baldur's Gate 3. And you'll see why as we kind of do this playthrough. I'm hoping we'll be able to get done within 20-30 minutes tops, because I think that's plenty. So as you can see, you have your different races here. You have sub races too. We can actually click on this and say we want to be a snow dwarf instead of a hill dwarf. With elves we have high elf, and then we have the Sylvan elf. Down here with halflings we have marsh halflings, and we have island halflings. So, and I'm sure they're going to be adding more. One thing about this is it is using the D&D 5e rule set. So the SRD, I think it's the 5.5 or something like that. So let's go look at a halfling. They kind of look kind of cool. And we'll create a halfling. So first thing you do, choose your ancestry or your race. Choose whether it's male or female. I always think girls look better in the games. That's why I usually choose them. So we're going to go with that. Then you choose your class. Now there are some additional, I believe Ranger, I think, is a class that's coming. I think Sorcerer was in there too, because they actually exceeded their Kickstarter goals. So let's go ahead and choose, let's do a Paladin. Why not? So here you can see higher levels. You can click this and it'll show you things about your higher levels, what you can get at different levels, so you can get an idea of what your character is going to get as they progress. Shows you what you currently get. You can go in and edit the equipment that you start with. This is just the default equipment that they recommend. I mean, if you really wanted to change this up, maybe not have a shield, you could just come into your edit equipment and say, okay, well, I could do the longsword or a shield, and I choose, you know, a longsword and a shield actually, or you could choose a different weapon there. You can choose, instead of the 5 javelins, you could choose a spear, it looks like. If you didn't want the shield, you could have great sword, battle axe, or shift that up. You could change, it don't look like you can really change much there, but you can also change your starting thing. Do I want the priest pack or explorer pack? So pretty cool there. We're just gonna leave the default. I think we're fine there. We can scroll down. Is this scroll down? Oh, there's not a lot. So let's go ahead and continue on. Now you're going to choose, as a cleric, you're going to choose your deity. So we have Arun, and there's the information there. Alignment's neutral. We have lawful good with Einar. Maraki, maybe, is neutral good. And Pakri is the other one. So if we look real quick, this is knowledge and patron of judges, lawyers. There's our life, if we want to be, I guess, more of life and death. We have valor and fidelity, patron of paladins, lawful warriors. We have Arun, which is god of elements and patron of adventurers. That sounds kind of cool. Let's do that for no real reason. So once you've done that, you have your backgrounds. I believe there's some other backgrounds that are coming. Fighting is image service of gold. That doesn't sound paladin-y, but really doesn't matter. Lawkeeper, acolyte. I think we're gonna do that anyway. I think we're gonna be a sellsword. So then what you do is choose your personality flags. So here you can see we choose 2. We can say we can have authority, tendency to enforce rules and beliefs with authority, leadership, kindness, tendency to care about others. Paladin seems like they would care about others. Tendency to solve problems with violence. They might be a violent one, or a cynicism. Tendency to scoff at principles and values. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be a violent paladin. Then of course you can choose your alignment. So if you want to have your other personality flags to be more evil, which chaotic evil, you can see here that it changes to greed, cynicism, egotism, so on and so forth. I'm going to have our paladin. Usually paladins are lawful good, but of course you can be whatever you want. Let's go for chaotic good maybe, and we will go for kindness and help others in needs. So we'll hurt people. We'll not avoid violence, but for the most part we're good. All right, continuing on. So here you can do it with the point buy system with 27 points. It doesn't allow you to customize this, but you can actually, like if you have special rules that you use, house rules, you can't do it, but free edit here will let you do it, and it will keep track of what you can't have. Or you could do regular point buy. You could do dice rolls where you just roll the dice. You could do standard array where it gives you the 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8. Or just roll the dice a bunch of times, once. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose. Let's just go with that. Actually, that's really good. So as a paladin, we really want strength. And you'll notice here that it's showing you the ones that you probably want to put your most points into. So you can see that the blue here is telling us these are your key ones. This is where your spell casting is. This is obviously your health. And this is your strength. So if we come in here and say maybe 18 here, I'm going to want my spells to be nice and high. And then this will go up to a 15. Right? And then we could say, let's do our wisdom as that, and maybe our dex 12, which goes up to 14. I think that's okay. And let's go ahead and say next. So now we get to choose our skills. So as you can see here, it says we get to choose 2. We can turn off auto, or we can click auto and it'll automatically select what it thinks we should do. We already get athletics and intimidation from our whatchamacallit, our background. So right now we have a 0 in religion. If we did, what would a paladin? I think they would be religious. So let's. Hello. Oh, I don't click the plus. And maybe let's do medicine. And now we have background languages. We get to choose one additional, and we will choose. Let's choose Orcish. And now we click next. We get our identity. This is where you get to choose what you look like and all that fun stuff. Once again, you can always change it if you decided you want male, female here. I don't know what are names of halflings. How about Samantha? You have to spell right. Samantha Lightfoot. I don't know. So there are a couple faces to choose from. You can choose the age down here, you know, whether they're more wrinkled and old and stuff. This one has 6 different faces to choose from. 3 wasn't too bad. 2 wasn't too bad either. I think we'll do that. Change your skin tone. Are we the marshy ones? Maybe we'd be a little more marshy colored. Not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with that. So you have your hair here too. So you have 13 different hairs. Bald is one of them, as I recall. You just do the little short ponytail. You can change your hair color, all kinds of different colors. Let's do maybe a dark blue kind of thing. Eye color, I think they're fine as is. We already went over age. Then you have, right now you have 3 voices. I don't know if they'll add more in the future. This one is always masculine. These 2 are usually feminine.
You're not coming back.
There's a trap.
Do you like that?
To me, that sounds like a guy.
Push! I owe you one.
Especially right there.
If it doesn't kill you. No!
There's a trap. Nice jump.
I don't remember what I chose for most of my other characters, so maybe they'll all sound the same. I don't know. And then you can always go in here and add your own little backstory. So I'm actually going to pause the video here. Actually, maybe we'll go ahead and do our characters real quick. So if we come in here, we can say, let's take Tazzy, of course. Do we choose everyone else? Oh, there we go. So actually, I'm going to put her on the front line. Let's put our Samantha. I'm going to do a dwarf maybe. This is one I created a while ago. Let's select her. Let's put Tazzy. I don't know if this depends on which one you main control or anything. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and select that. We're gonna create. Let's do. I think a wizard would be good. I did not create that one. And Tazzy's a cleric, maybe a fighter. Let's have a tank. We'll have 2 tanks. That'll be good, I think. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit start game. I have to get through some things before I'm able to actually show you this other thing. They kind of look weird, but that's okay. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, we're back.
This beer tastes like donkey piss.
Oh,
Not that
by
I'm
the way, I
complaining.
can't control what they say. I'm going to have to put some kind of disclaimer on here.
Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here. Sit, relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale. If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while. Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble.
I think they all
Would you
except
care
the
to
dwarf
elaborate?
have the same
Well,
voice.
I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt from the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
Okay, so now it's going to kind of go through a tutorial thing. There's going to be lots of pop-ups, and that's part of what took me so long to get through, is we get these little pop-ups that keep coming up. I'm just going to quickly go over them. I'm not going to read them verbatim. So what it's doing here is basic tutorial saying, we're trying to escape the jail. Here it's telling us how to move and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and just kind of fly through these. We can right-click for the camera control. I don't think there is anything really we need to pick up, as I recall. So here it is again, telling us there's a journal button. Hit next, and the journal will show you your quest log. So we can click journal, we can see our quest log and how our advancing is going. Trying to remember where I'm supposed to be going. I think I go in here. Oh yeah, because there's this hole. Now it's going to tell us about crawling. You just click on the little arrow, you crawl automatically. And then to center on the character, you double click the character's portrait and it'll bring you back. So if we click on that when it has the little cog or gear, it'll automatically have us crawl through. And now we're hearing some voices over this way. These gates are all closed, so we're going to continue this way. Where's the voices? Oh, the voices are actually over here. So we'll rotate the camera a little bit. There we go. You can kind of see things that you can interact with will usually kind of have this glow to them. So if we click on this, you can see down there it says we're going to push it. And that's exactly what this is saying. And now we're going to climb up to here. Actually, we have to click on the arrow, I forgot. So right now, our goal is to get over to this chest. Now, the game actually provides multiple ways that we can do that. For example, if, like it says here, if a fighter with a strength of 15 to 20 can jump across this gap because they'd be able to jump it. Below 15, they can't do it, so they have to find another way. We can easily tell whether we have the ability to do it or not by simply mousing over, and as you can see it says, no, you can't do that. So we can make this shorter jump, and we can climb up here, and we can rotate the camera, come over here, we need to click on the little gear. So they do give you multiple ways of getting things. So here you can see we have a big thing that we can click on. If we click on it, you can see it says push it. Bam, there we go. And now we have a path that we can cross because we can cross on top of that thing. And we'll be able to push out this boulder. And that makes it so now we can come inside of here. And open our chest. And as you can see, we get a magic potion. We can go ahead and put that here. We can put it in our inventory. If it's here, we're able to use it during combat. If it's in our inventory, I think the rules say you're only allowed to access your inventory once, which means if I could access something in here and put it down there once in combat. Alright, so now that we've done that part, we come back out here and we can see we have this wall here that we can push. And you can see all these guys down there. Well, they're taken care of now. In here we can see we have another chest that's glowing. I don't see anything else. And this is telling you about looting and your inventory. So it does have encumbrance built in. They're adding boatloads in the next version, I believe, of difficulty settings where you can actually change lots and lots and lots of difficulty settings, which is really cool. So we're going to hit next. Another thing they're also adding is it's not going to be in the next release, but they're actually going to have a map editor where you can very easily make your own maps, which is really cool. So stackable items, blah blah blah, you know about that. So let's go ahead. It's a chest here. We open it up, and as you can see, we got all our armor now. We got some other junk, but we also have these other things. So money will just automatically go up into your money up here. So we got 5 silver. This is rations. We can click on it and put it up there, and then we have 2 arrows. Because we already have 20 arrows, we can put them here, or we can actually put those 2 arrows in our second quiver, I guess. It will actually allow you to have 2 sets. So if we had specialty arrows, fire or something like that, we could always switch over to those as being our primary. And let's go ahead and close the window. And now we open the door, which I believe actually is over here. And boom, we're done.
Nice move, that trick with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear.
Me too.
This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this.
More voices.
The council is likely busy with important matters of state, and we are not, so have patience. I have a tale to tell as well. I too was attacked, but I put an end to my enemies with blood and pain.
Let's hear it then. Don't be shy.
So now we get to learn another little tutorial thing. We have our fighter here. And as you can see, this is part that I say, yes, is very much like being at the table. You actually saw everyone's initiative being rolled. And now it's going to talk about dashing, which is a thing you can do. You just click the dash and go. So we're going to go ahead. It wants us to run from these wolves and get up, say here. So we're going to go ahead and dash and get right to here. There we go. And that is it. I think that's our turn. We don't have any more. We couldn't attack because they're too far away. We don't have a ranged weapon. So let's go ahead and end our turn. As you can see, he rolled attack. Once again, this is the part that makes me feel like we're actually at a table. Another miss there. And it looks like another miss there. Now, it was doing pack tactics because there's 3 of them all together. Now it's going to tell us about attacking. So we'll just quickly go through that, and shoving, which is going to be good because we can get rid of one of these wolves. Not sure if we'll be able to shove as our bonus action or our movement action. Let's find out. So we're going to go ahead and attack this wolf. So click attack, and we are going to attack him. Roll a 15, 21, 11 damage. Wolf is dead. So we now have no more actions. So let's go ahead and end our turn. For our next turn, see pack tactics again, it looks like. So our next turn, we can actually learn about dodging here. We should know about this stuff unless you don't know D&D. I'm cruising over this stuff because I'm trying to really keep up to our time. So we're going to go ahead and shove this wolf right here. So we want to push it away and target him. And bye-bye wolf. And that will end our turn. So this guy's going to attack again and miss. And finally we can attack him.
You're not coming back.
So, like I've said, this is what makes it feel like it is more at the table. With Baldur's Gate, we do see the die roll when we're doing skill checks and stuff like that. We don't necessarily see them at other times, which I kind of like, you know, being able to see that. So now we're going to come up here. We're going to push this rock on top of yet another wolf. So this is going to teach us about disengage, which means we can move away from an object without invoking an attack of opportunity. So we have the initiative, so we're going to click on disengage, and we're going to move up here. So there was our bonus action, I believe, is disengage. And now we can push this rock, and break through. And there's the dog.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
Shut your gob or I'll shut it for you.
The Badlands are thick with them. Shape-shifting bastards.
Everyone's a critic.
Aren't all drunks basically stupid? Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real. And not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality. Bullshit. I travelled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into Stygian darkness.
Alright, so now we have
Ow!
our wizard,
That's going to leave a mark.
who sounds just like our fighter and our cleric. So now it's talking about light sources. We can either click on the little hand to do a light source. This will activate our cantrip, or we can tell it to actually do our, our torch. So, and then of course lighting items once we have that. So if we come down here, we need to light our way, and we can go ahead, and I believe this is our light cantrip. So the light cantrip, if you ask me, is a little weird, because in D&D you can place a light cantrip on something else. I could place it on a stone and hand it to someone. I could place it on my compatriot's sword or something like that. In this, you place it on yourself, and you can't put it anywhere else. So if we go do our light cantrip, which is cantrip right here. Wait. Oh, we don't have our focus yet. Okay, whatever. So if we get out our torch, then
is always welcome.
now it wants us. You can interact. So places might have these little torch holders. So we can click on those, light those up. There we go. And examine the totem here. I keep trying to middle click to rotate. We got a 15 on our investigation.
Upon my word, this is an orc hideout. The Malador is unmistakable.
Oh my word. And now we can come through here. Now, one cool thing I like about this is it actually keeps track of your torch. If we go into our inventory real quick and look at our torch that we're holding, you'll actually see, if we put it away, you'll see here there's a tiny little thing saying there's 59 minutes remaining. So this torch, actually I guess you can see it right there too, that this torch is only for X amount of time, then it goes away. So let's go ahead and go in here, come around, and what are we supposed to do? Explore further. So we'll just come in here. So here's our healing tutorial telling us how to heal. It's pretty obvious. Click on the item, heal up. So we have a chest over here we can click because it's glowing. And we can loot all. We can actually take the larger healing potion, put it here. That puts that one there. Do that. We could also just click loot all and it'll automatically put things around. She doesn't actually have any arrows or anything. I wonder if it'll let us put that there just to free up a spot. Kind of seems like it did. So that's always good. Now if we come over here.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
So she needs to get up here, trigger this device, and then go elsewhere. So now we're going to go into cautious mode. We do this a lot with the rogue, but your whole party can. So if we come into cautious mode, this will let us know if they can see us. I'm going to turn off my light real quick. And we're going to go down the ladder. And what it'll do is, when they get to a spot where they might see us, it will actually put something showing you that they see you. But you'll see there are 4 orcs down here. We would not stand a chance against them. So let's go ahead, click on the ladder to go up. And then look at this, sneak past the orcs and activate the door. It's a door opener. So this is the side door. Now we're just going to go back out. And let's just go this way. It should path for us. From what I've seen, it actually has a pretty decent pathing. We're already at about 30 minutes, dang it. I didn't want it to go much longer than this. We have one more person, which is the rogue after this, and I still think it's a good idea to do. So we're just going to push through as quick as we can. Like I said, I'm not going to read all the things. So here we have these different rocks. We're going to have to jump from rock to rock to rock. And can we make that jump? Not quite yet. Let's go down here now. So this is just going to end up putting us on the opposite side of those orcs. So if we come over here, and then jump here to down here. Down here is a fire. Now, a campfire is where you can take your long rests. Climb down some vines, it looks like.
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
So now we simply want to wait until they leave. So this will be our long rest. We're going to go ahead and take that. And when you long rest, that's when you're going to be able to prepare new spells if you're a spellcaster, just like in D&D. So they've done a really good job at making it feel like D&D. So here you can see when a rest is complete, we'll recover half of our maximum hit dice. We will also recover these feature spell slots. We haven't used any. And we will also be able to prepare spells when it's done. So let's go ahead and take a rest. We'll see the clock ticking, resting. And now we can actually go and prepare spells. I don't think we have anything that we care about that's different. Featherfall, magic missile, no, not really. So once we've done that, we say validate, and we're good to go. We hit close, and we've done all our rests. So you'll see the orcs are now no longer here. We're going to go ahead and click on... I feel like, was there a door here? Oh yeah, we're crawling through the thing there. I don't know how they didn't see a light. And head out this. I missed the door right here. Ta-da!
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Yeah,
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have good reason for
The
that.
rogue.
It's none of your bloody business.
Come on now, don't be a killjoy. We all sang for our supper. Your turn.
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
So this is going to tell us how when you're in stealth and stuff or in cautious mode, you actually can see things also that normally you wouldn't see. So as you can see, here she is being all stealthy like. And you'll see it tells us here, go into stealth mode. When you're in stealth mode, you'll be able to detect things, for example, footsteps. So tracks have been spotted, so we're going to go in cautious mode. And there you go. We see some tracks. And they keep going. And they keep going. Surprise, right? This is telling us about, I'm trying to remember, using the camera. You can use QE, you can use the right key. You can also move the camera with the WASD keys. So see, WASD, Q, E, and the right mouse button. Alright, so here, over here, we'll find a little way to get in. So this guard up here is not going to know anything about us. You'll also notice it doesn't tell us anything about them because they're unknown. So let's go ahead, I can't see. Let's go ahead and move in here. So the guards are all facing the wrong way. We're still in the shadows for them. It's kind of interesting because even if we come under this light, it doesn't say we're in the light, which is kind of weird. It just tells us about lock picking. So as long as we have lock picks on us, which if we hit I, you can see we do have our thieves tools for our lock picks. We can actually lock pick this door. We got a 15, so we succeeded, and the door is open. Go ahead and continue on. Now it's telling us about sleight of hand. Now this is always risky because if you roll bad, they're going to catch you. Just like in the game, you come up to them and you try and pickpocket them. So let's say understood, and let's see. So they are saying we might be able to pickpocket this guy right here. So let's come maybe over here and just see a little bit better layout of the land as we go right through the middle. So there's this guy next to him that's walking away. Maybe when he walks away we can hurry and pickpocket this guy. Is he gonna? I want to know how long it takes him to come back. Okay, it looks like he stays over there for a little while. I'm pretty sure he's gonna loop and come back in just a second. My luck will be I'll actually start heading over there just as he's gonna come back. Is he gonna come back? Yes, okay. I was just about to click it and he started coming back. So we'll wait for him to go over. Looks like it gives us plenty of time to pick this guy's pockets. Now, this does say it's optional as far as this goes. So, did he detect us? No, but you did see that he was starting to. So, we got out of there before he actually saw us. Now, I believe there's a chest that we're going to be opening. And if we didn't get this key, I think we'd have to lock pick it. So good job, we unlocked that door. Let's go ahead and go in here. We are almost done. Let's go ahead and jump up here. All sneaky like. It's gonna bring us in here.
Same trap.
And because she's in the mode, she detects a trap. She does have these tools and stuff. She can disarm traps. So let's go ahead and roll and see what we need for that, and see if she's able to disable it. I'm pretty sure the rolls are set in this. So our thieves tools, we got a 20 success. Open the door. not hard because it was already open. So I believe we actually have the key from that guy. If we didn't get that, we would actually have to lockpick the chest. I don't think we'll have to lockpick it, but you will see that the chest is trapped. So let's go ahead and see if we can disable the trap.
It's just waiting for me.
6. Looks like did it say it was a failure? So she's no longer hidden any. Whatever it was made her so she's no longer hidden. Let's go ahead and open the chest. And there's the thing our friend needs, Liam's heirloom. So let's go and put that up there. And now we leave. We're moving much faster. Let's go back in sneaky mode. Look, we got Liam out here and a bad guy. So I'm going to come down on top of this.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
A grave mistake. Now it's showing you, now we actually have multiple characters. So we're in combat and we have multiple characters we can control. Although I don't think we can actually control Liam. So there's everyone's roles. So we have Liam. I believe we still don't control him. He's automatic. But he's on our team at least. So we're going to go ahead and come down here by jumping. And I think we're no longer invisible. But that's okay. We're going to maybe... I'm going to come to right here. You'll notice it also showed when we're here that we have full cover from this side. Not going to do as much good on this other side though. Alright, so now there goes Liam. He totally missed. We're going to come up behind this guy. And this should give us sneak attack because we would have... Well, 1, we're going to have advantage on the roll. 2 is because we could have advantage, that will give us sneak attack. Also, if we were over here, we'd get sneak attack because he is within 5 feet. If we were ranged, we'd also get sneak attack because we have a friend within 5 feet. Now the sneak attack's automatic, so what you'll see is, you can see here it's 1d8 plus 2 is the damage, and then the sneak attack will be a 1d6. So we'll actually see a 1d6 also roll here. If we hit. Oh, we even crit. Dude, that guy did not stand a chance.
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
So I think we're closer to 40 minutes now. I think this is where we're going to end. We're going to finish talking to these guys real quick.
Depends on who's asking.
Well, if you're here for Lord
I'm trying to
Karen
get
of the
through this
Legacy
part as quick
Council,
as possible and
that
then
would be
call
me.
Lord Karen. We're ready.
Then we are here at your service, sir.
Very good.
Can you tell us more about the job?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, usually.
What do you want to know?
I think we're good. Let's just go.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
Hurry up and wait. Alright, so I think that will do. It was closer to 40 minutes. I apologize for that. Actually, no, it was a little over 40 minutes. I think we did a pretty good first look. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing this. Like I said before, best way for me to know is leave a comment. Thumbs up will always, instantly tell me, hey, they like this. They'd like to see more. If not, I'm still thinking of putting Baldur's Gate 3 on hiatus for just a little bit, maybe for another patch or two. Just because we did all the stuff that we'd be doing again just recently, or at least seems recently. So let me know what you think of this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And don't forget to tell everyone you know about my channel. Have them check it out. If they like it, they can sub, and we can just grow the channel. Be a great, big, happy Tasmanian family. And that is it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.